Welcome to the So Serious Podcast. You know who it is, man. It's your boy Talito. I'm in here today. I got two special guests in here with me today, man. I got my boy Young Spread, and I'm in here with my boy JL Money, man. We're gonna kick it off to y'all on Super Bowl Sunday. Let y'all know our little intake on the game. Give y'all our picks, you know. So let's get it started off, man. JL Money first. I'm gonna have him on the mic first. Let me know what's your predictions for this game? How you think it's gonna go down? Give me a couple people that's gonna be key factors in this game.
Well, first of all, you got to start with the fact that we're gonna be after this Super Bowl. We're gonna talk about the GOATs. Tom Brady holding up the number 5th ring of his. It ain't gonna be no more questions. Ain't gonna be no more debating. Once he get this 5th ring, I don't hear nothing about no Joe Montana no more. It's Tom Brady. Period.
Okay. It's Tom Brady. Period. So what's your pick? What's the score?
I'm gonna go with Patriots 28, Falcons 24.
Falcons 24. Okay. What you think would be a good way to stop that offense? What you think the Patriots gonna do to stop that Atlanta offense? What you think is a good scheme? Be able to shut that down.
Well, you know Bill Belichick is a defensive mastermind, fam. So when it comes down to it, man, he's gonna figure out what he need to do. It's simple. It's all like they always do. You double the best receiver, you put your best corner on the number 2. Then they're gonna put that pressure. They're gonna put the hat on Matt Ryan. How you gonna have pressure in his face all day? He doesn't react well to the corner blitz. So expect to see Logan over there. He's gonna be coming through, blitzing the quarterback, getting his face. I expect to see a couple picks. We'll see.
Okay. So what you think who you think is going to be a more factor in this game as far as in the running game for the Patriots? LeGarrette Blount, Deion, what's his name?
Lewis.
Deion Lewis, my fault. Deion Lewis. You think LeGarrette or Deion Lewis going to be a bigger factor for the Patriots this week? You know they switch up from week to week.
Well, it's going to be a bit of both. You got to understand that, Deion Lewis is better in the receiving game, and that's what they go try to do to cut him early. So when it comes down to it, they're going to use that to get the game out of hand and start cutting up the points. But when it's time to take control of the game, expect LeGarrette Blount to come through, and he's just going to just run all over him on the rest of the game to slow it down, keep that that high power Atlanta offense on the sideline. So basically, it's going to be a little bit of both.
A little bit of both. Okay, who you think's the most effective receiver tonight for the Patriots? Who you think Tom going to go to the most?
Oh, you got to go with my boy Julian Edelman. Been a fan since Super Bowl. When that man he took that hit from Cam Chancellor and kept going, that's what we know. That's a bad dude right there. You got to give him his props.
Definitely got to give him his props. That was a big hit by Cam Chancellor. Shout out Cam, man. He's great safety. Okay, Young Spread. We got Young Spread here too. What you think about? How you feel about the Patriots run game? You gonna go with Deion Lewis, or you think LeGarrette Blount gonna have a bigger impact on the game tonight?
My take on everything, man. I got LeGarrette Blount going crazy tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? He been out for the past game or two for sickness. Definitely wasn't feeling good against the Steelers. So I feel like tonight, man, is gonna be one of his big nights. And the Falcons, they ain't too well on as far as defensively. Rushing and they passing attack. So I just feel like, man, the Patriots are gonna have a big game, man. Like my boy JL said, man, they gonna keep the Falcons off the field, man. That's what it's gonna boil down to. You know what I'm saying? The Patriots really don't lose too many shootouts, man. You gotta have a good defense to disrupt. You gotta be able to get to Brady, and if you can't do that, then it's gonna be a field you working right into their hands.
So do you feel like you guys need the game plan against Vic Beasley, or is that something you guys offensive line, you feel like you guys can pick that up?
Of course we game plan, you know what I'm saying, for a man that had led the league in sacks, you know what I'm saying. You definitely got a game plan for him, but at the end of the day, we got a great offensive line, you know what I'm saying. Kept Brady and our other two quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying, untouched. So I feel like with Vic Beasley, we ain't gonna allow him to disrupt our Super Bowl run, man. Tom Brady been on a mission this whole year. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like Vic Beasley ain't gonna be the answer.
Okay, how you feel about that, JL? You think Vic Beasley? You think he got a game plan against him? Is he a factor to that point?
Well, I mean, it's really simple when it comes down to it. Just double him. Dwight Freeney, he's on their defensive line, but he old. They ain't like worried about no Dwight Freeney, man. So when it comes down to you double Vic Beasley, the rest of them dudes, good luck. You act like Tommy got one of the quickest releases in the game, man. It takes 5 seconds to get that ball out, man. I'm over-exaggerating with that. It probably takes like 3, for real.
Okay. So what you think Julio Jones' factor in this game will be? You think they're gonna be able to limit him, or you think you can't stop him? You know, he's dynamic, big guy, fast, physical. But you think they're gonna be able to limit him in this game?
See, the thing is, as much as I'm all about, supporting Tom Brady and the Patriots offense right now, and so their defense and they squad is legit. I gotta give props and respect the Falcons, man. They going, and when it's all said and done, they're gonna have the 3rd best offense of all time this year. If they score up to 30 points this year, they'll be number 3 on that list. You gotta respect it. And Julio is definitely making a name for himself. He's trying to take that number 1 spot away from Antonio Brown as the number 1 receiver. In fact, this might be the game where he shows that he is the number 1 receiver in the game right now.
Okay, that's definitely okay. I definitely feel you. I feel like Julio definitely can't be stopped. I feel like Bill Belichick definitely mastermind gonna come up with a scheme to be able to slow him down. But I feel like if Matt Ryan can get to his spots and if Julio can find a way to make those plays on the jump, if he throws it up there, I don't feel like Malcolm Butler is gonna be able to bat that down. But I know that double coverage is gonna be there waiting for him right there.
See, the key is, though, you got to remember, though, it's not just Malcolm Butler. They got a great safety back there in Devin McCourty. He's actually a really talented safety. They only know him from the commercial with him and his twin, with cheerleaders in the Cocoa Butter commercial back in the day. But he actually done made a name for himself the last few years.
Okay, that's good. I hear you. So, how do you feel about Matt Ryan? What's his chances of having a big game against that Patriots defense?
Well, when you win the league MVP, obviously you're doing something great this year. So you can't just sleep on the man. He's been doing this thing for the last few years here. Like, he came in the league balling. He had a couple slump years last 2, but, he bounced back strong, and obviously you made it to the Super Bowl for a reason. We gonna see. I mean, at the end of the day, I expect him to be flinging the ball all over the place. I just don't expect him to get in the end zone like that. That 30-point game, that's not going down no more.
Okay, so you don't think they're going to be able to put up 30 points on this Patriots defense?
No.
Hey, what people don't realize, man, that the Patriots only giving up 15 points a game this year, man. You know what I'm saying? That defense is stingy out there, man. We ain't really just allowing people in that end zone. Yeah, you might get to the red zone. Yeah, you might get in field goal position, but at the end of the day, if you ain't scoring touchdowns against the Patriots, man, you can't beat them.
But we do have to account for last week when the Steelers, a couple weeks ago, when the Steelers weren't able to run the ball and they were forced to throw the ball to Antonio Brown, which he was double covered. You have to account for the fact that Le'Veon wasn't out there, so we really haven't seen the Patriots defense go up against them dynamic backs like you got Tevin Coleman, Devontae Freeman out there in Atlanta. What you guys, you think that it'll be any different, or you feel like that's a factor? Because we really didn't get to see that Patriots defense against Le'Veon Bell in the last couple weeks in that game.
Well, I mean, no, you ain't get to see him against Le'Veon, you know what I'm saying, the playoff game, but we did see him against in the regular season, where he only had like 60 or 70 yards in the regular season, you know what I'm saying? So you had moments, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the Patriots have seen a lot of decent or legit backs throughout the season. So I mean, these two just gonna, you know what I'm saying, just gonna be another two on the list that they're gonna have to see, you know what I'm saying? At the last Super Bowl they had beast mode. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like these two backs in the Falcons is even close to beast mode. So you know what I'm saying? But we just got to go out there and get the job done, man. I just feel like.
But you got to account for them two coming out the backfield and catching that ball, though. That's another thing.
Oh yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I feel like I'd rather have them two backs catching the ball out the backfield than Julio Jones catching the ball over the top for touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Because we can let them rinky-dink passes, you know what I'm saying, keep them in front of us and make the tackles, but I'd rather be doing that than trying to tackle Julio Jones, man. Trying to catch him all over the field.
Okay. All right. This next one's for JL. Let me. Okay. You're a Bengals fan. You had Mohamed Sanu. He's new to the Atlanta Falcons. I know you've seen him over the years. How you feel the way he's progressed and how he fits into the Atlanta offense? And you think he'll be a factor tonight?
Well, I mean, as you can see, once he got there, their offense just took another level because they had a number 2, receiver there that could solidify that other side on Julio. For the last few years, for the Bengals, we had that 1-2 punch and that 3 punch with Marvin Jones, and that's when our offenses used to look great. So Mohamed Sanu is a great compliment. He already knows how to work with another dynamic receiver. The thing is, while he is great, when you're going to put the attention of a number 1 corner on him, I don't know if he'll necessarily be able to live up to that because he's not a number 1 talent. And I told you, Bill Belichick's scheme has always been, we're not going to put our best corner on the best receiver. You put your best corner on the number 2, and you just double the best receiver. So he's going to see a lot of attention from Malcolm Butler tonight.
Okay, that's a very interesting perspective. I ain't heard nobody say that yet. Actually, that was definitely a scheme Belichick definitely uses. Definitely. Okay, I got one more for you, JL. What about the other receivers from Atlanta? You think they're gonna be able to get off? Because it's gonna be if they double team Julio Jones and if the Patriots have that great defense against the run, they got to get those other guys involved. You think that would be enough to beat the Patriots tonight? You think that'd be enough to keep them in the game, or you think that's going to be the reason? That would be the reason that those guys aren't just good enough to take them to that level.
Well, I mean, Gabriel, the dude that they got from Cleveland this year, I mean, he's pretty cool. He's an athlete. He's pretty fast, and he's good. And I think they do got a couple other receivers. They have a good complement, a stable of receivers. But at the end of the day, if they're the reason they win this Super Bowl, then the hat's off to you because, I mean, you can't. There's not much you can do about it. If your number 3 and number 4 receivers are killing it so badly that you can still win a game against Bill Belichick, then obviously you deserve to get that game. But I would always take my chances with the number 3 and number 4 versus going with Julio or Deontay Freeman or Tevin Coleman killing me in the running game.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna wrap it up here. Let me get you guys picks. One more time. What you got? What's the score? Who you got winning Super Bowl?
Pats 28-24.
Pats 28-24. You heard it from JL Money. What you got, Young Spread? What's your prediction?
My prediction: Pats 42-28.
42-28. Patriots. You heard it from Young Spread. I'm gonna make my prediction. I'm gonna stick with the prediction that I had last time, but I'm gonna change it just a little bit. But I still think the Patriots win this game. I'm going to go with the Patriots 35